Hey, Purple Hearts, how y'all doing? It is Saturday. A lot of stuff going on, so I ain't gonna hold y'all long. Welcome to the recap. Not the recap, but the recap. Okay, I am your host, Sexy Harlem 125, and I am coming today to give you a recap of the previous week with the question of the day. So I hope everyone's week has gone great. Let me go over here to these comments. Hey, my two cents, how are you? Thank you for joining me. Um, let's start off with how the week went. Let's do that. My week was fairly good. I hope your week was fairly good. Uh, I had my Saphnello infusion on Wednesday. And for those who don't know and may be new, Saphnello is for my lupus. I do have lupus. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I do have lupus, and I go once a month for my Saphnello infusion. Now, I will say this: I wouldn't wish lupus on my worst enemy because it seems to be to me, and it could be just because I have it. Um, it's one of the worst diseases to fight. Note, I said one of the worst diseases to fight, you know? So I had my infusion on Wednesday and it took all day, an infusion day starts with me getting up way before I gotta be at my appointment. In this case, I got up at 4:30 in the morning so that I could be out the door by 6. My check-in time for my infusion is really 8:30, but I take the bus to where I have to go because it's more safer than the train. MTA train got some shit going on, but anyway, I take the bus. It takes about an hour to get there, and I'm leaving my house at 6 a.m. in the morning. So I get there around about 7:15, and I can't check into the admitting office until 7:30. I go and I check in at the admitting office. They give me my paperwork, my little band on my arm, and then I have to wait until 8:30 to go upstairs to check in at the infusion suite. So this is why if you read on my community wall, I'll say it's going to be a long day because it is. It's a very long day. Now, this particular day, which was Wednesday, the 6th, no, Wednesday was the 8th. So I went and I checked in. They informed me that I could come back upstairs. I didn't have to sit in the lobby. So I went and got my breakfast and I came back and I, sat in my infusion chair. I chatted with some people, not people that was in the infusion suite with me, but, online. Um, of course, I text the wife and I text a few friends. Surprisingly, my medication arrived a half an hour before it was supposed to. And I'm glad that I was there in the infusion chair. My infusions only take a half an hour. Okay. That's it. Once I do that, I have to sit there for about another 10 minutes because they have to do blood pressure and all that stuff afterwards. And then I come home. This particular day, I did not want to take the bus back home. So I took the bus going across town to get on the train. And I got home much faster. I knew I would, but after my infusions, I am tired. I don't know what it is. I am tired. So it takes me like maybe 3 days, sometimes two, but this particular time is, taking me a little bit longer to bounce back to my usual 90%. So I've been resting, and that was Wednesday. I rested Thursday, I rested Friday, and now I'm here with y'all. But I'm under my favorite blanket. I have my laptop on my table in front of me. So my feet are up and everything like that. But I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna skip a Saturday unless I am too sick to do it. But I'm here with you guys now. So let's get on to the recap, and I would like for y'all to tell me, how was your week? If you don't want to put it in the chat, you can put it down below, or you know, if you don't feel like it, we can just sit and listen. This isn't going to be long. So on Monday the 6th, the question of the day always starts off with a thought of the day. So the thought of the day on Monday, the 6th, was you cannot have a positive life with a negative mind. And that's true. I mean, look at it. You can't. You just can't do it. You can't have a positive mind with a negative life, because negativity always overdoes or tries to overdo the positivity. So you got to change it up. If you want to be positive, you got to stay positive. A negative mind is not going to get you anywhere. So, on to the question of the day. And the question is, do you treat yourself with respect? Now, that can go many ways. Um, it can go the health route, it can go the relationship route, it can go the life route. Like in the life route, do you let others disrespect you? In the health route, do you put negative things in your body? That would be a form of disrespect too, if you look at it. And in the relationship route, do you let your spouse disrespect you? In all aspects, I feel that you have to treat yourself with respect. And we were talking about negativity. All those things are negative, and I know nobody's perfect. No one on this earth walking right now, from a baby to a grown ass adult, is perfect. Nobody. And that includes these preachers and everybody else, because you see, they can fall from grace. So who are we? Okay. Um, to answer that question, I would say yes to a degree, because on the health side, we all eat things that are not healthy for us, like potato chips. They not supposed to be healthy. The ice cream we buy, the uh, all these carbs and all this stuff. We ain't supposed to eat that. We ain't supposed to eat that. So, in that aspect, I would say I don't treat myself with respect in that aspect, if that makes sense. So, what are your answers? How do you feel about that? Let me see. Um, do you get the infusions for a period of time, or is it the rest of your life? Hope that's not too personal. No, that's not too personal at all. It's for, at this present time, It's for the rest of my life at this present time. If they happen to find a cure and I can take the cure and be cured, then it won't be a lifetime. They are removing me from certain medications that I take by mouth. So, since they are doing that, they are relying more on the infusion instead of what I take by mouth, if that makes sense. Let's see. Oh, the week seems slow to you? I don't know. You know what? In a way, I could say that it did seem slow because last week it seemed like it just flew by. Yeah, it could be that. It could be that. Now let's see. I guess I disrespect myself by not eating as healthy as I should. And my 2 cents, that's what I said. I guess I do the same thing. I disrespect myself on that level by not eating what I'm supposed to eat. But that leads to the question of what are we really supposed to eat, right? If potato chips are bad, then why do they make them? You understand where I'm coming from? That's just a question. If they supposed to be bad and be bad for everyone, listen, I love me a good Lay's chip, okay? I love the Lay's. It's the same thing with candy. I mean, what's your favorite candy? I love Skittles. I love Skittles and I love Starburst. So we're not supposed to eat that, but yet they make it anyway. And they tell us candy is bad for you. Okay, well, if it's bad for us, why are y'all making it? Child, it is something else. I'm telling you. You're a chocoholic? Well, I'm gonna join your club because I'm a chocoholic too. I mean, oh my God. One time I ate so much chocolate, my skin was itching. And I knew that was too much less. How do you say it? Lecithin. That's how you say it. Lecithin. That's what it is. That ingredient had me itching. You hear what I say? All right. So we did Monday, which was the 6th of January. So let's move on to Wednesday because remember I I do these Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So let's move on to Wednesday. Wednesday's thought of the day is I'm sorry for the noise. Y'all know I live in a busy ass city. Pessimism leads to weakness and optimism leads to power. Pessimism leads to weakness, optimism leads to power. Yeah, I agree with that statement. Um, Optimism leads to power. Yeah, I agree with that. That's all I have to say about that one. So, the question of the day for this one, which was Wednesday, the day I had my infusion on the 8th, is name something that you eat that others would consider to be gross. Now, I'm going to answer this. Um, I like, and I didn't used to like this. I like beets in a jar and they have onions in them. I'm quite sure y'all have seen it in the supermarket. I used to hate beets. Oh my God, I used to hate them. I used to hate beets. But then I went to Junior's in Brooklyn with a close friend of mine, and we sat down to eat, and they were taking our orders, and there were beets with onions on the table. So I looked at the beets and I looked at her and I said, I know those aren't beets. And she said, yes, they are. She said, try one. They're delicious. I'm going, ugh, I hate beets. She said, all beets are is an onion. And I looked at her and I said, I don't know about that. She said, just try it. So I went on ahead. Okay, wait a minute. Your answer was hoghead cheese, the hot kind, also popcorn and peanut butter. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm going to get back to me in a minute. But are you talking about popcorn and peanut butter mixed together? Or you take the popcorn and dip it in the peanut butter? Or you eat the popcorn and have a separate spoon for the peanut butter? Yeah, I'm getting kind of details here, but hoghead cheese, girl, not the hoghead cheese. Now, I have heard of people eating hoghead cheese, so I'm not grossed out about it. My mother used to eat hoghead cheese, and she tried to get me. That's another thing I tried. I tried it, but I don't like the texture, if that makes sense. But you might ask, how the hell can you eat beets if you don't like the texture? Okay, let's see. Eat the popcorn, but the peanut butter with a spoon. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Listen, it doesn't gross me out because people are going to eat things the way they want to eat them. You know, popcorn and peanut butter really sounds like forgive me, pregnant food, if you will, because I mean, I've never heard of anyone eating popcorn and peanut butter. I thought you might, you know, melt the peanut butter a little bit and pour it on the popcorn, but you said you eat them separately. Oh, you eat them separately. So, back to what I was saying. I tried the beets with the onions, right? Yeah, separate. Yes, separate but together. Separate but together. Yeah, because it's all going down the same pipe. So separate but together. I tried the beets and we went on ahead and we ordered. I'm gonna tell you, that was my first time in Junior's, and the food was great. This was way before the pandemic, way before the pandemic. Okay, this is like 2018. So ever since 2018, I've been looking for that because my friend told me you can find it in the supermarket. And lo and behold, I found it in the supermarket. And I've been eating it on and off ever since let's say 2019, because it was late in the year in 2018. So I've been eating it, and it's good. I mean, okay, here goes something else that's weird. When I was eating fried chicken, which I don't now too much, I would put the fried chicken and the beets on the plate together with the onions. And I would eat it like that. A bite of the onion, some of the beets, some of the onion. You know what I mean? So, I mean, a lot of people thought that is weird. People that I told, oh, have you tried beets and onions in a jar from the supermarket? They look at me like I've come from another planet. Like, girl, you know you black, right? I'll be like, yeah, but it's so good. They go, ew, I ain't eating that. Okay. Well, you eat what you eat, and I'm going to eat what I eat, okay? All right. So that was Wednesday. Wednesday the 6th. Okay. No, Wednesday the 8th. So here we go to Friday. And Friday's thought of the day is uh it is never too late to be what you might have been. Now, although I did write that, I got to give some context to that. I mean, it's never too late to be what you might have been. What did you want to be that you didn't accomplish? And depending on what it is, it might be too late. Depending, I can't even say depending on your age because I saw something on the news about a year ago where this lady was a dancer and she was in her 80s and she was still dancing on stage. Okay, so if you wanted to be a dancer, I guess it wouldn't be too late depending on what your health is like. Okay, let's see my 2 cents. Becoming a Texas Ranger. Well, what stopped you? This is what I want to know. What stopped you? What kept you from being a Texas Ranger or a Texas Rangerette? What kept you from doing that? It says it's never too late to be what you might have been. Hmm. You could look at it another way, like I was supposed to be this in the beginning of my life, and I didn't wind up doing it until almost, after middle age. I can't say the end. I can say after middle age. Yeah. So I guess it depends on what you want to be. Like a damn, I'm saying a lion tamer. You're not gonna do that when you're 75 years old. I don't think. Okay, because you can't move fast enough in case that lion decides he wants you for dinner. Okay, so here we go with the question of the day, and the question is, what is your favorite place to order pizza? Now, I don't eat pizza often, but when I do eat pizza, I'm not ordering a whole pie because it's just me and the wife sometimes. Sometimes she might not want pizza. So I'm not going to order a whole pizza just to have one slice because they say one slice of pizza is all the calories you need for the day, right? Depending on how you have it. If you have it plain, then you might have a few extra calories that you can add on. But I don't do Papa John's. I don't do Domino's. What's that other one? Whatever that other one is, I don't do that one either. I personally like going to the pizza parlor. Okay, there is a great pizza parlor in the village that I like to go to when we do go downtown to walk around and spend the day. Let's see, my 2 cents. Spanky's Pizza, Pizza Hut Meat Lover, Marco's Old World Pepperoni. Okay, I like going to the pizza parlor. And there's a pizza parlor like, let me see, 2 blocks away from me. Okay, 2 blocks away. And I forgot the name of the pizza parlor, but I have their flyer in here somewhere, but I don't know why because I don't order pizza pies. But I like going into a regular pizza parlor, not the commercial ones. And I like for them to, you know, make the pizza in front of me or have it already there and heat it up and put my toppings on it. That's the way I like it. And I only eat pizza maybe once or twice, maybe 3 times a year if we pushing it. Yeah, 3 times a year I can say I've eaten pizza. I don't make that a habit. I mean, not because of it being this is another thing we ain't supposed to eat. They say, oh, that's not healthy for you. Well, why do they make it? So, and I don't like frozen pizza. I've tried that earlier on, and frozen pizza just it don't work for me. It don't work. It's not doing the same thing as the oven pizza does. When you go to the pizza parlor, it's just not giving the same exact experience to me. So there you have it. That is the recap of the week before. We had Monday, which was January 6th, Wednesday, which was January 8th, and Friday, which was January 10th. So I do these questions of the day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. They upload at 4 p.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I share them on my community wall. I share them other places too. I'm not gonna say where, but you know, we can just about guess where, but anyway, I share them there too. So check them out. If you want to share them out, you can share them out if you want to on your community wall. That is fine. I have been here for exactly 29 minutes. I timed myself just right. I want to thank you, my 2 cents, for joining me and participating so I wouldn't be talking to the air, girl. Thank you. Thank you so much. Continue to enjoy y'all Saturday because I'm going to enjoy mine. I'm going to have a little snack and I'm going to catch up on what's going on these YouTube streets. I love y'all. Be blessed and be safe at all times. I'll check you next Saturday. Peace.